welcome back to my garden. Today I'm out in the garden to plant some garlic, actually in a container, and I wanted to show you what I was doing to plant this garlic. So the garlic I'm using is an organic garlic. This is a red garlic that I am planting in this planter actually. So this is a planter that I kind of had other things growing in the summer, and I've loosened the soil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of plant them in this planter and let them winter over in this planter. I'm going to cover it with a bunch of leaf mulch, and hopefully this will produce a bunch of garlic for me next year. So the best time to sow garlic is in the fall, and then it takes about 9 months for these to mature and become bulbs. And the way you can tell that they are matured is that the leaves just completely start turning brown, and that's when you know the garlic is ready for harvest. So this should happen around July, August next year, and maybe a little bit later as well, depending on how late I'm sowing this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this garlic planted in this planter. So I'm going to make some holes and get it planted. Make sure you leave enough space. So I would leave about this much space between each garlic, and the depth that I would plant it is thumb depth. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around and plant the bulbs in here. So these are the garlic cloves that I'm using, and make sure you use thick ones like the fat cloves, because that will be the best thing to use. And then you would just place the root side down. So this is the root side. I would place it down, and then I would just cover it up with the soil. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get this garlic planted in the soil, and take you along what I'm doing. So yeah, just you can even use your finger to kind of make like a almost like a thumb depth, and then this soil is pretty loose, and it's a good soil that I used in this container. So I'm just going around the outer perimeter first, and then I will go inside and also further plant them in there. So I have about like 15 cloves of garlic in here, so I think that'll be a good amount to plant in here. So that's what I'm doing today. I thought I would bring you along and show you what I was doing. If any of you have experience growing garlic in planters, do let me know how they turn out. This is the first time I'm growing them in here, and I'm hoping that they do well in here. So we'll see. It's something I'm learning and doing, and I had done a bit of research and figuring out how to do this. So yeah, I'm just going to plant these and wait for next year and see what these do. So thanks so much for watching this video, and I will show you what I'm doing next after I place all these cloves in this pot, and I'm going to put a layer of leaf mulch on it so that they stay insulated for the winter. Yeah, I think these are all the cloves that I'm going to plant in this pot. So all done in here, and I'm going to get some mulch and I'll put it all over this pot. Here is another set of garlic that I am planting. This is like an area in my back garden which has some space near my back fence. So I'm thinking of putting some cloves of garlic in this soil as well, and I'm going to use the same technique to kind of plant these garlic bulbs in here. So I'm using these thick fat cloves of garlic. So this is just regular garlic from the grocery store. It is Ontario grown garlic that I bought, which is organic, and just use the thicker bulbs to plant them. So that's what I'm doing with this. I have a big space here, so I'm going to use it to plant this garlic, and hoping that next year I will be able to harvest some. So trying some out in the container and trying some out in the ground, just to see which ones are going to do better, and how they do on both in both spaces. So you know, they don't really take up that much space to experiment and plant, and I think it will be great to try out and see how they do. There are two different varieties. That one is a red garlic that I got from a nursery. It is, I think, a Russian red garlic, and this is my local Ontario garlic that I am going to plant and see how it does in this soil. So that's what I am doing. I am kind of just digging. The soil is pretty loose. It's good to plant garlic where the soil is rich and loose, so that it can kind of really like create the bulb in here, so it can grow in here. So that's all I'm doing. I'm going to plant this garlic in here and try out both these varieties, and both of them I'm going to cover with leaves to keep them insulated over winter, and see how they do. The soil is pretty moist, but I'm still going to water both the container and this when I'm done, and cover it up with mulch. So that's the plan, and I just wanted to take you along and show you how I was planting this garlic. So here it is. I have a bucket of leaf mulch that I'm just going to take and put all over this container so that it can stay insulated. That's what I'm planning to do, and cover up the spot with leaves, and we'll see how this develops next year. So that's it, my friends. Thanks so much for watching this video and coming along with me as I plant a few garlic cloves in this pot, and hoping to try growing some garlic in this pot, and we'll keep you updated on how this does next year. Subscribe to my channel for more updates and videos, and thank you again for watching, and have a fabulous day.